This video will go through the properties of footstools and some of its applications. Footstooling was a very flashy combo method in Smash 4 due to its difficult execution and punishing capabilities. In Smash Ultimate, footstooling was nerfed by the opponent being able to tech the footstool. Many people has therefore overlooked its potential and creativity. An aerial footstool occurs when you jump on your opponent's head while they're in the air. This often occurs off stage due to the fact that you're both jumping back to the stage. Usually, such exchanges result in a death due to the unexpected factor of this mechanic. If you happen to get footstool off stage without a jump, don't panic. Just make it a habit to up B immediately as you hear the sound. The reason being that it saves time to up B immediately than to check if you have any jumps left. Aerial footstools has two useful applications: edge guarding and setting up for jab blocks. The edge guarding aspect of footstooling is a very quiet but lethal way of edge guarding. Characters that tends to go for an edge guarding method like this are usually fast fallers with relatively high jumps, for example Fox and Greninja. The ones that suffer from this are characters that have multiple jumps and low threatening recovery moves, for example Jigglypuff and Kirby. The jab blocking aspect of footstooling is compared to the edge guarding aspect a little more complicated. When you footstool an aerial opponent, they have the opportunity to jump out of the footstool before they hit the ground. This is dependent on how high from the ground the footstool occurred. If the footstool is done right above the ground, there is no escape. But if you're high up in the air, the fastest way to get out is to drift to the left or the right and jumping out. Another thing is that small and floaty characters escape footstool setups way earlier than tall fast fallers. Keep in mind, before you're able to aerial footstool your opponents, they must be out of their hit stun animation. You will basically pass them if the hit stun animation isn't finished. So let's say you landed your footstool, and you know by fact that the opponent is going to hit the ground. What now? From here, universally, you want to follow your opponent by immediately air dodging downwards. The biggest mistakes people make in this situation is to air dodge with Z. The reason being that buffering Z after footstool will buffer an aerial, so please air dodge with your shield button. To know how to continue the footstool punish after you have air dodged towards your opponent, you need to analyze what your opponent's options are. In the current situation, your opponent can only tech or no tech. If your opponent techs, he is put in a tech situation. This means that he only can do a tech get up or tech roll. From here, you follow up with standard tech chasing. If he doesn't tech, you jab block them. This means that if you execute the jab block correctly, there will be no chance for a get up attack, meaning that the whole process of footstooling will not inflict you any damage. If a footstool is performed on the ground, the opponent suffers 30 frames of footstool stun before he can shield. The user, on the other hand, suffers 7 frames of lag, which is only 4 frames more than the normal 3-frame jump squat in Smash Ultimate. This 23 frame advantage can be used in various ways, footstool add a shield being the most prominent one. Footstool add a shield is performed by mashing jump towards your opponent's head after dropping your shield. Such situations often occur when your opponents are brainlessly pressing your shield. Footstool add a shield is a super fast option that is extremely unexpected. It's also an option every character can perform, so having an extra add a shield option under your belt would give you a slight edge to the game. The pros of footstooling is that when performed right, it's very powerful. This is because it has the ability to reset a position completely, giving you free % on the opponent or even a kill. Another pro with footstooling is that it gives you more options at your disposal in edge guarding, comboing, and add a shield game. The cons of footstooling is that the execution is very hard, meaning that there's lots of room for error, and also that you're very vulnerable if the footstool misses. I hope that after watching this video, you've gotten a wider understanding of the potential and capabilities of footstooling in Smash Ultimate. Footstool combos might not be 100% true, but they are truly what people will start exploring as the metagame continues to advance. Take your time to master this game mechanic and stay ahead from the rest of the scene. With that being said, thank you for watching my coverage on Footstools. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time.